Until the CEO opened the doors to the Sky Garden private room at the hotel. Everyone still couldn't believe it was real. They had always assumed the CEO was just an ordinary worker at the electronics factory. Little did they know the CEO was intentionally hiding his identity to inspect the workplace. Even his wife didn't know he was a billionaire. Today, the CEO was accompanying his wife to her high school reunion. As soon as they entered the private room, they were mocked by everyone. They ridiculed him for being low class and lowering the group's standard by sitting there. Some classmates even urged the woman to divorce him and marry the deputy factory manager's son. The woman, furious, tried to drag her husband away. The deputy manager's son quickly stopped her, as his purpose for organizing the reunion was to flaunt his wealth to her. The other classmates also sided with the deputy manager's son, mocking the woman for wearing a fake diamond ring, and insulting the CEO for being too poor to afford a real one. However, the CEO didn't mind their targeted humiliation at all, thinking only that they were blind to the truth. To prove the ring was fake, the deputy manager's son called the jewelry store manager to verify it. The woman immediately became nervous, afraid her husband would be embarrassed if the ring was exposed as fake. But to everyone's surprise, the jewelry store manager carefully examined the ring and was shocked. He declared that the diamond ring was genuine. Everyone was stunned. The ring was a globally limited edition worth $880,000, something they couldn't imagine a mere factory worker affording. They speculated he must have stolen money to buy it. Even the wife was curious and asked her husband where he got so much money. He explained that he sold the family home back in his hometown. The deputy manager's son mocked him again, saying he was willing to go so far just for a diamond ring. But in the deputy manager's son's opinion, $880,000 wasn't much. He boasted that he regularly spent $200,000 on a single meal. For the reunion, he had specially ordered a $500,000 supreme menu. This menu featured the world's finest ingredients. A classmate commented that letting an ordinary worker eat such exquisite dishes was a waste. The deputy manager's son agreed, and because the CEO had offended him multiple times, he demanded the CEO come over and toast him as an apology. Only then would he allow the CEO to eat with them. The CEO directly refused. The classmates criticized him for being ungrateful. They had no idea the CEO didn't care about the so-called supreme menu, claiming he ate it every day. Everyone thought he was lying. At that moment, a female classmate remembered the hotel also had a $880,000 top-tier menu. She suggested that if he was really so wealthy, he should treat everyone to it. The CEO immediately agreed. His wife, worried he couldn't afford it, tried to stop him, but he assured her that someone would deliver the top-tier menu soon. The crowd laughed at him again, claiming only 5 people worldwide had eaten the top-tier menu, and even the factory manager could only dine with the CEO once a year. The deputy manager's son said he had been on the waitlist for a year without success. Everyone believed the CEO was bluffing, thinking he would sneak away under the pretense of going to the restroom, but the CEO ignored them. After 10 minutes, the top-tier menu still hadn't arrived, so the deputy manager's son demanded an apology from the CEO. Suddenly, the hotel staff arrived, carrying the $880,000 top-tier menu. The crowd still didn't believe the CEO, assuming the menu was for the deputy manager's son. The deputy manager's son speculated his father, knowing about the reunion, had ordered the menu for him. The classmates began insulting the CEO again, accusing him of trying to steal credit for the deputy manager's son's achievement. Not wanting his wife to misunderstand, the CEO asked the hotel manager to publicly clarify who the top-tier menu was intended for.